Hello everyone, this is NXT 2.0 superstar Raquel Gonzalez.
We're here at NXT 2.0. The show is ready to go. This is so amazing. The WWE Performance Center looks great. The transformation of all this. Tell us a little bit of what you know about the transformation and what we're seeing now with 2.0.
Yeah, it's honestly amazing to see the change. I've been here for about 5 years now, and so when I first started, my tryout was here. My first 2 years of classes were here. We had 6 rings. It was just a whole different facility, and now to see when they have like repainted the walls and the color everywhere, and it's basically a stadium. That's what I tell everyone is like NXT 2.0, our performance center has become a stadium, and it's always been my home, but now it's also the home of the new NXT 2.0 superstars and the home of all the NXT 2.0 fans.
What are your experiences like when you first walked out there for NXT 2.0?
It was interesting. It really was, because I've kind of gotten into the custom of, like, you know, black and gold and dark and super just like tough and rough, you know what I mean? And so going back out there and seeing white walls and splashes of color, it almost ups the energy a little bit, and you can kind of see it in the faces of the fans when you look around, that they're just happy to be in the arena and happy to be a part of the new NXT 2.0 show. And that's what it's really about, is having the fans come and take part with us in NXT 2.0 and the growth that we're doing right now, because we're still growing.
Raquel, it's interesting you mentioned that, because are you able now to even see the fans better because it's not so dark?
You know what? Yes. So like at Full Sail, a couple times that I worked at Full Sail, because it was so dark, you could see the fans that were up close, but if you tried to look far off, it was a little bit harder to see them face to face, to make that connection. Now I think because there's more lights, it's brighter, it's a lot of energy and energetic. I've connected with a few fans quite a bit, especially my last match with Dakota Kai. I could see myself looking up into the stands and seeing some of the kids smiling and laughing and like winking at them, letting them know that I see them too, and that like I'm so happy that they're here to take part of this, because their energy is our energy.
For you, what was it like being a fan?
I love being a fan mostly because my dad was a wrestler, so it was always hard for me to not say, "Go Dad!" It was like, "Go Ricky!" you know? So, but the best part to me was, like I said, immersing myself into the experience, being part of what the performers are trying to do, and that is to entertain and to put on a show and to tell a story, and to be able to understand that story and take part in it and involve yourself in it. It's really cool. You come out of here feeling emotionally exhausted, but it's like a good exhaustion, yeah.
Who are some of your favorites growing up?
Oh, of course, I love Stone Cold. He's my Texas boy. I can't help it. And I loved watching Big Show because he was bigger and taller, just like Giant Gonzalez, the stuff that they did. China was always someone I looked up to, as well as, of course, the beautiful Beth Phoenix. She is, to me, the epitome of what a powerful, dominating, confident woman is, and she's not afraid to show it. She comes with her own set of skills and her own talents, and she puts those forth.
Raquel, what is it like then that Beth Phoenix is calling on call of your matches?
It's funny because Wednesdays and Thursdays when I watch them back sometimes and I hear her talking about me, I tell my dad this all the time, I'm like, it's crazy to me, because here is my hero that I used to watch and that I still look up to, the amazing stuff she's doing, you know, with music and here as well. And I was like, I still look up to her, and to know that she's saying these comments about me and calling my matches and noticing me, that's really special. It's really something that I'm always going to hold near and dear to my heart.
Now that we're having NXT 2.0 here at the WWE Performance Center, and it used to be, as you mentioned, at Full Sail Live, and now fans can come here for free, and there's shuttle buses available. You, going back to when you were a fan, tell us how cool that would have been to have something like that happening now for these fans to see all this great talent.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. If anyone can come out and bring their kids and bring their families, this is definitely a family-friendly environment, and it's a way for the family to get together and enjoy something as a whole. You know, everyone can get involved, and I think that was the biggest thing for me as a fan and also as the daughter of one, was that I was not just having these moments alone. I was sharing them with my sister and my mom and my cousins, and we're all in the same age, and we would all go home afterwards and we would talk about our favorite wrestler, we would talk about our favorite superstar, and you know, sometimes we play a little bit too and pretend we were them, but that's what it's all about, is that the NXT 2.0 superstars are here not only to be role models, but to just be influences and positive influences in our world, especially right now. I think we all need a good, positive, happy influence.
Do you remember going to shows as a kid? And is there anything that comes to mind of any venues you've been to or any shows you've been to?
Yeah, I do remember going to shows, and it's funny because in South Texas, a lot of the shows were at bars or at restaurants. You know, they'd set up the ring in the middle. So I do remember my sister and I standing up on the tables and yelling at the heels and talking to the bad guys and trying to get their attention, or even going up to the stands and trying to get high fives from the guys that we did like. And from the women that we did like. It was always, you know, I got to see my niece do that. I would say that. I got to see my niece do it at the WrestleMania pre-sale party. And to me, that was something special because I could see in her eyes how much she loved being involved. And it made me remember how much I love being involved and involving others. And that's really what this is about. I mean, we have the opportunity to connect with people from everywhere, really. So to have people here supporting us and enjoying what we're doing because we put our heart and our souls and our bodies on the line for this every Tuesday night, and we just want everyone to enjoy it, to really escape the reality of the world and just come here and enjoy something together.
2 more questions, we'll wrap this up. Thank you so much. I want to ask, what are your thoughts on some of the younger, newer talent that we're seeing now in 2.0 and getting a start? Like you got your start.
Yeah. I mean, the new talent, it's amazing where everybody's coming from. Like you have Valentina from Brazil, and she's bringing a different style, and she's so cute and tiny, and she's got that like loud voice. I just love her expressions and the attitude that she brings to the ring. And then you have people like, oh my gosh, Jacket Time. I mean, if you don't like Jacket Time, come on, something's wrong, all right? They are hilarious together, and they bring something to NXT 2.0 that is different, and it's lighthearted. So you don't only just have edgy and tough. Now we have lighthearted characters and people from different backgrounds again, and it's just cool to see the mix. It's really cool.
It's also cool to see you and how you've developed, and you're like, hey, put me out there.
Yeah.
Let me talk. Let me wrestle. Let me do all these things.
Yeah.
He's so comfortable with it. It's so great. One of the things some of the fans were telling me, because this is my first experience of 2.0, NXT 2.0, is the fact that sometimes after shows, some of the superstars will walk around and sign autographs and take pictures for fans. And tell us a little bit about that, and we'll close on that, and just having that interaction with some of the fans that come here for the free show.
Yeah, so you know, like when we were doing our coconut shows on weekends, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we were traveling around Florida, we had our meet and greets before the show, and then we also had a couple after the show too, but it was an opportunity for us to not worry about TV, not worry about the lights and the cameras, but more to worry about the people who are coming here to celebrate us and that we want to celebrate too. And so like tonight, I know my team partner for War Games, Io Shirai, is actually she's doing the fan of the night. So I'm excited to see which fan she gets to meet. I mean, I don't know if they know that they're going to meet Io Shirai. You know, I don't know if they expect that, but hey, you guys are about to meet the genius of the sky, and that's an opportunity you can only get at NXT 2.0.
Well, Raquel, all the best to you. Keep doing your thing. NXT 2.0, thank you so much.
Thank you.